Hey, what's shaking, soldiers? Savvy D Jones here. Welcome to Savvy Soldier Abroad. And I just want to say Happy New Year and Habari Gani, faith, Amani, faith. So if I was to say Habari Gani, your response would be Imani, which is all about faith. And I'm really excited about that right now because of this phase that we're in. I don't know if you're familiar with the lunar cycle that started on Monday, known as the black moon. It's a fairly rare occurrence, and we're in this cycle right now. And the reason I'm excited about it is because we're in the beginning of the year. There's soon going to be a transition or a changing of the guards on the political front for us. And so for the next couple of years, there's going to be some change. And you can look at that as negatively or as positively as you want. I'm choosing to look at it as a positive thing, and mainly because of my faith and because of this lunar cycle that just recently began. So a little bit about the black moon. We just had one on Monday. The next one is going to occur the 23rd of March of this year. And then it won't be another one until August 31st of 2027. So we're talking a couple of years, right? And I think that during this time, we need to be planting these manifestation seeds. I start off the year with a vision board. It's something that I look at throughout the year. I'm encouraging my family to do one this year. So I've started mine, and I call mine a ProVISION board. So this is 2025. And this year, I'm using a star to represent the 5 areas that I'm going to focus on, because that's what my church minister guy is asking us to do. The vision board is just something that I do on a regular basis, but because of what he has been focusing on or wants to focus on this year, I said, okay, let me do my vision board according to that. So the 5 stars represent faith, family, fitness, finances, and future, focusing on the future. So I'm gonna focus mainly on the next 2 years, being really intentional about some things that I want to manifest in my life in those 5 areas. And I know many of you probably have heard about the Old Farmer's Almanac. Because we're in this lunar phase, the new moon just starting, and having the black moon be in position. Now, the black moon you can't see; it's negative to the eye, which again, reminds me of faith. Faith is the substance of things not seen, but hoped for. So this is a time where we can begin to write down. I mean, have audacious goals, have audacious dreams of what it is that you want to manifest in your life, in your family's life, in your business, in your health, in your spiritual walk, in your mental capacity, in whatever it is that you want to focus on. This is a wonderful period to do that. So the Farmer's Almanac says that this is like a leap year. So I believe that we have the opportunity to take leaps and bounds in the direction that we want to go. But you have to be intentional. You can't sit on your thumb or twiddle your thumbs thinking that somebody else is going to take care of this for you. You have to be actively engaged. And before you can do anything, you need to write it down. The Word of God talks about write the vision down and make it plain so that those who see it can run with it. How do you know where you want to go? Write it down. Take the time to write it down. And this is going to take more than just one evening. It may take the rest of the week. It may take the rest of the month, but at least get it started. And I can't think of a better day to get it started than today, on the 7th day of Kwanzaa, Imani. So without that, I just wanted to share that with you. Tomorrow, when I'm with my family, I'm going to make sure that I take some more footage about what it is that we're going to be putting on our vision boards. Make sure that you have some white space on your vision board, because as you go through the year, you can put the date that some things were accomplished. You can adjust some dates if you see that it's going to take a little longer to get to it. But focus on like the next 2 years. I have no idea what they're going to be doing up in that White House, but I'm not going to let it deter me from doing what I believe that I am supposed to do. It's going to take some fasting. It's going to take some prayer. It's going to take some meditation. It's going to take some collaboration. It's going to take some exploration, but I'm willing to do it all to make sure that the things that I want to happen for me and my family and my loved ones happens. And I believe that life and death is in the power of the tongue. Put a guard at your mouth. Stop speaking negative things into your life and speak things that you want to see, things that you believe can come to pass. You put some things down there that you think that can't come to pass. Put it down. Just write it down as if it's already happened. And just see what is it going to hurt you to at least test it and see. I have used vision boards for many, many, many years, and I have had many things come to fruition. Learning Spanish, living in Mexico, traveling. The house that I currently rent out here in the U.S. when I'm in Mexico, that was on a vision board. It came to pass. I was, and at the time that I put it on the vision board, it was just a picture I had cut out of a magazine, but I liked the look of the house. And lo and behold, within a 2-year period, I was living in almost an identical house that I had put on a vision board. The cars that I have driven, the places that I've traveled to, it comes with just declaring that it was something that I wanted to do. And it can happen for you as well. Now you may say, look, I'm 60, 70, 80 years old. Why should I do a vision board? Because it's relevant. It's relevant. Let me share with you some reasons why senior citizens should write down or create a vision board. For one thing, it gives us a sense of purpose. We can have more clarity on some of the things that we want to do, because for many of us, at least this used to be me, for years I had my life on perpetual pause, and I was working my fingers to the bone trying to make a living for me, my family, making sure that we lived in a certain neighborhood, that we drove a certain kind of vehicle, that we wore certain clothes and different things like that. I was a Jones trying to keep up with the Joneses. But since then, I have embraced a life of ease. Here in Mexico, I live in a co-living establishment with other like-minded women. Myself and 2 other women opened up the first bed and breakfast establishment in the state of Jalisco, Mexico. That was something that I had dreamed of doing when I was younger with my sister, having a bed and breakfast. But in my latter years, I now have it with 2 other sisters. So it gives us a sense of clarity and purpose. It allows us to take those things off of the back burner and begin to deal with them and use them and go for it. The other thing that is good for us as baby boomers and late bloomers is that it boosts our positivity. And look, I don't have a bucket list. I don't write things down that I want to do before I die. I'm not focusing on dying. I'm focusing on living a long life. According to Psalms 92:14, even in old age shall be full of vitality, productive, and prospering. So I like vision boards because it helps boost that positivity and optimism that comes with dreaming big. It enhances our emotional well-being. If we have a vision board, it's therapeutic. We can be reflective. We can honor the accomplishments that we have made in the past, and then we can look forward to new opportunities and achievements that we want to reach in the future. And it inspires us. When it inspires us, that also adds to wanting to live a long life. So a vision board helps in that arena. It also strengthens our social relationships with other individuals, especially if a group of us get together. Iron sharpens iron. So if we're in a group or we have a workshop or something and we're writing down some of our goals and our visions, you may inspire somebody else to do it. Or it may remind them of something that they used to think about but had forgotten. There are some individuals who don't dream anymore. And I think that is a sad, sad situation to be in. I want to encourage you as a baby boomer. I don't care if you're 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years old. If you can pick up a pen, put on your spectacles, and dream, write it down, share it with like-minded people, share it with your family, and go for it. Go for it. There's still a lot of life left in you. And I want to see you reach some of those things that you've been wanting to do. It could be a trip that you've wanted to take. It could be a purchase that you've wanted to make. It could be something that you want to live or give to your children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren. But do a vision board. Stay optimistic about life. And until next time, be well, live free, and prosper.